And we are back! Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Orphaned Blood. Episode 21, where things begin to come to a head. Or perhaps the end. We'll have to see how things go. Nonetheless, I am joined by a lovely group of players who are now about to go through and introduce each other. Or rather themselves. Unless they would like to do each other's intros, that might get a little too complicated. We'll, we'll start off this week with Yampa. Yampa, tell the lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
What is up, guys? Yep, playing Carlos the Cocaine Fiend. Maybe not so at some point. Bias, and yeah, always happy to be back.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. With that, up next, Tone. Tell the lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Hi everybody, I am Tone, and I'll be playing Vega de Leon. Spoiler alert, you might be a vampire. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Up next, Emiko. Tell the lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Hello, I'm Emiko, and I'll be playing Sage, the Bruja. Although she can't punch her way out of the situation, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe TPK?
We'll have to see. Not every situation you can punch your way out of, and I don't recommend this one. Up next, Cleansing Rain. Tell lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cleansing Rain, playing Beauregard Thibodeau LaFontaine III. I shall not be throwing any punches of any sort, so please restrain yourself, Sage, as we try to hold on to our dear lives.
Very well. And with that, last but absolutely not least, our dear guest for this leg of the journey, Zed. Why don't you tell the lovely people who you are and who you'll be playing?
I'm Commodore Zed, and I'll be playing Gianni Putanesca tonight, who I'm very interested in seeing how this goes for him.
Very nice. And I will be your storyteller for tonight's evening's Mark, aka TheCatsMeow. I hope you're excited for what is going to be an intense and dramatic time. With that, we are going to start off a little differently than we normally do. But before that, I'm going to do a quick shout out to a dear friend of ours, Ree, who is currently doing a not a Kickstarter, a fundraiser, to help support for her surgery, which is coming up or has happened, something along those lines. Oh, is currently. So if you'd like to do your part to help out, there's a GoFundMe link in the chat. It's going to stay pinned. If any new people show up, feel free to let them know. Every little bit helps. We're about more than halfway towards the goal. So please help out however you can to help out our dear friend and wonderful artist and person who has done the wonderful character art for this series and many of the other series on my channel. So please click the link, give whatever you can. Every little bit helps. And honestly, just thank you very much for joining us and making this series so much fun to do. So yeah, with that, we're going to jump right in with a recap. Who would like to lead the recap of this week's, of last week's episode?
Aren't we doing the multi-part recap, a group cap?
Oh yes, let's make this as complicated as possible. This will go great.
We found ourselves at the beginning of last week's session in this dreary and dank pizzeria where our new friend Mr. Johnny had gathered us, and as well as a ring of salt, and around a table, and a séance had begun. I could see the being as clear as day, but everyone else seemed to be unaware of its physical presence, but it seemed that everyone could feel it there. We seanced the ghoul, the one that our dear sage is being accused of having murdered, and even the ghoul was not overly helpful, as he was convinced as well that Sage was the murderer. From there, we decided to use Mr. Gianni's abilities a little more to. Well, I guess we didn't actually invoke on that, did we? We just ventured off towards the warehouse in which the murder had taken place, although it was different from the whereabouts as to the body being recovered. Upon arriving at the place, we immediately recognized it as our own little cradle of beginnings, our humble origin, our family home, as it were, the dense cellar in which we were created at the bottom of this old abandoned warehouse full of death, where even these scourges scour the rafters looking for more things. We learned that this area has been recently undergone a bit of Sabbat activity. Perhaps it is a forsaken church of some sort, or we are not really sure. In fact, we are so unsure as to even if our own origins are of a Sabbat ritual nature, or rather, if they have just moved in after the fact. We proceeded our investigation there, and I guess the multi-part part can kick in any time. I don't really know what's the next step. I don't want to miss anything before we go.
Well, I
That
think
sounds about
we
right.
we
We
did
then
investigation.
Let me do that.
Go ahead, Sage, go for it.
Go for it,
Okay.
Sage.
So we're investigating inside that warehouse. Vega managed to find that there was scrubbed clean, but there seemed to be like a mark on where the trapdoor was. And then as they investigated, you found out that this was like a massive circle that was drawn. I don't remember if it was in blood or in chalk. I think it may have been chalk. Chalk, not blood. And if you stand in the middle of it, you see the symbol of the eye with the tears. And then everyone decided to go inside the trapdoor to try to investigate if there was anything inside the place that we were so-called born. Although, when we went down there, we then got summoned? I don't know what happened. I think everyone got put into some kind of trance-like state as we went into this very nice field, this meadow, and saw this strange lady, actually someone from before, Esma, the one that gave the tarot cards. And then we just had, I think, a nice chat. It seemed to be a nice chat. Meanwhile, Gianni. When Gianni went down there just to check in on us after some phone calls, found that we were all just standing there motionless with glassy eyes, and then decided to nope out of there. Although if I recall, Gianni did think about grabbing Sage, but for now we're all just standing down there with glassy eyes, like just dead. Man, that was intense.
Anything else anyone would like to add before we begin? Oh yeah, as Keisu has reminded us, there wasn't in fact a boon that was given out between
Oh,
Sage
yes.
and the
Right, there was
lovely
that.
teacher that has oh so graciously decided to help out our dear group of orphans.
Yeah, Sage took a boon. A minor boon. Because it was she was being threatened by I need to keep this
Not
spirit.
threatened, extorted. It's
Felt
different.
like it was a
Prince?
threat. Gave him a kick after that. It's casually extorted. This spirit wants to kill you. I could let it out. Let's give me a minor boon. It's protection! No, I'm not trying to threaten you. It's protection. Yeah, Sage did agree. Although I then kicked them afterwards, taking off... Like, what? Was it like 5 lethal?
It
was a lot of
damage.
It was significant. It was significant.
A lot of
Yep.
lethal was a...
It was significant.
Got drop kicked. Yeah.
Right then. I think with that, we can begin. As we focus in once more on a television screen, darkened, lightless, without life, cold, dead, before there is a spark of energy, of static, burning its way through the screen. You can barely make out through the static a symbol. An eye. An eye that seems to have a tear falling from it. But on closer inspection, it's not a tear. It's blood. It is a symbol of a bleeding eye. A symbol of the cult long lost to the annals of history. But to those who are learned in the secrets of kindred society and history, they would recognize it as a symbol, as a portent of doom. Words can be heard through the static, tearing their way through like knives through leather. Awaken. Awaken the third eye. With that, we return to the calming scene. A landscape of beautiful greenery. All of you can feel the grass beneath your feet. Oddly enough, through your shoes. It's this odd sensation. You know it is there, and you look down and you know your shoes are there, but you can still feel the soft blades of grass. Fresh and full of life. You see before you an elderly lady, a matronly figure. To Carlos and Vega, she is the spitting image of your own abuela. To Bo, it reminds you of those long, deep memories in your subconscious of your own Mima. And to you, Sage, it reminds you of the kind figure of your own Halmilnir. That's not how it's pronounced. However it's pronounced. I'm not well versed in Korean. To return back. All of you see this kindly, matronly figure as she stands at a cauldron, spinning its contents with a large wooden spoon, swirling this deep, dark concoction. As she looks to you, and you feel in your hearts a deep sense of warmth, of maternal kindness, of fear. All these twisted emotions wrapped up into one. As she turns to you, with a smile slightly crooked. Come now, dear children. Surely you have questions. And is it not the role of the elderly to share knowledge with the young?
Abuelita, what is my purpose?
She steps forward, reaching a hand out to cup Vega's cheek. Dear, dear Vega, your purpose is my return.
Are you stuck somewhere?
I have been gone for a very long time. The first made sure of that. But not sure enough.
What will you do when you come back?
She looks over to you. Oh, dear child. You shouldn't have to concern yourselves with such things. Just know that when I return, things will be better. The one who caused all this will face the punishment he deserves. I will ensure things are better. Kinder. This world is cruel. And I have been left with nothing but to stare into its cruelty for eons. Now there is a chance for all of us, to be free from the cruelty of the blood that has cursed you, the sins of your ancestor.
Why us?
Because you, my dear, are very important. This world is full of strings that line its tapestry. When those strings are plucked, they become an instrument of unimaginable sound and melody. When plucked, their vibrations can affect the very universe itself, cause the impossible to be possible.
Abuelita, that sounds wonderful.
You should speak honestly, my child. As she snaps her fingers, Vega, you find yourself unable to lie.
But that sucks.
Is this not something that the prince would want? Would he not be better suited to helping you in this than we are? We are but leaves, and you are a tree.
The little games of the child prince do not interest me. These These little games that the children play have no place in my new world. Your Camarilla has existed for but a blink in the lifespan I have experienced and seen. Their foundations will crumble to dust as all the others have before. I think they are the first to seek to govern the immortal. No, they are but the latest incarnation. They are ants compared to their elders who ruled from the shadows. And their elders are ants compared to me. Now you fill a much more important role. Not political. No. You will be the foundation for my return. Rather, you already have been.
This is hard to understand. You're saying that everything we've been experienced in these past few weeks, which felt like months and years, they're just ants? They're just
World
ants
is
to you?
far older than you could imagine. It goes through cycles. And this is but the newest of uncalculable cycles.
So your return is inevitable, and we are all a part of it. Does the prince then know? It seems like he knows about this then? And Vandal, are they working against you?
Perhaps unknowingly. But they could never see things from the perspective that is needed. None of the children of murder could ever understand. They are too wrapped up in their own selfish desires, seeking to claim what was never theirs to have.
Say you want to make the world kinder. How would you go about it? There's just so much I've seen that is just wrong. And I've admit I had to look the other way so many times. I would love for the world to be kinder, but I just can't see a way.
I would return things back to an age of simplicity. Back when man first walked the hallowed garden. She gestures around to the verdant greenery around you. Before man had to toil and work, before the first pains that were leveled upon them for their sins, their sin of existence.
The Garden of Eden. That sounds like.
That is what your kind have chosen to call it. At
What is
least
it actually
amongst your
called?
Christians. It has no name. It simply is. world before names, before titles, before language. Turn everything back to a simpler time, before the sins of man.
Did you say that existence is a sin?
Indeed. Why do you think life punishes you so harshly for simply being? The way you love, for the way you feel. Simply trying to survive is pain. A punishment leveled upon you. What if you could be free of it? All of it.
Yeah.
But doesn't that mean I would lose everything that I experienced before? Points to the garden.
Everything would be
She doesn't
destroyed.
respond.
It would mean losing everything. Would that even feel meaningful?
If we are to serve you, we must know what it is that is restraining you from. Why us? What is special about us that, and maybe not individually or instinctively about us, but what is preventing you from doing this yourself? I suppose is the question I must know before I can declare any sorts of allegiance.
She looks up to the sky. As she does, you see that there is both a moon and a sun. And the moon is slowly moving across the sky to a point where it looks like it may just eclipse the sun. Time is almost upon us. The apocalypse. The end. Gehenna. It has had many names throughout the centuries. But when it happens, everything will change. He will return. And I must ensure justice is handed out appropriately.
Right. You're talking about Cain?
That is what your people have chosen to call him. But he has had many names. Many, many, many names. Your little stories only capture an element of truth. Your mythology legendifies history, obfuscating the true hints within. To think of him as your biblical Cain is only a fraction of his true existence.
What is
Well,
going
Abuelita,
on? Oh, you go
I was
first.
just gonna say that sounds terrible. What he did to you, and the fact that you chose us. I don't know what to say. Who's the person then that was messing with my mind? That's the guy with the hat, the crooked smile. I thought I killed him, but I
Your
don't know.
blood donor. Do not worry. He is dead. I had to make sure of it. Those of the bloodline of the trickster must be managed carefully. But his petty illusions are no match for true sorcery.
Wait. You said blood donor. So, do you know our sires? Or the ones that we. Well, yeah, our sires.
Indeed.
And they were commissioned to us by you? I guess what I'm trying to ascertain was, were we selected, or were we just the right place, right time?
Your makers played a part that they needed to. They will continue to play the necessary parts until they are no longer necessary. And they play them willingly or not, knowingly or not.
Is that going to happen to us? Are we just pieces on a chessboard?
She doesn't answer.
And I suppose you offer us some sort of station of comfort in exchange for this assistance, or what's in it for? What are our desires? If my desires are not to bring this world to an end, but yours are, and you wish for me to help you, well, are there any desires for myself in this?
My dear Beauregard, desires will do you no good. Best cast such thoughts away. Embrace truth, a better future.
What about the people we've made relations with? What of them? Could we save them as well? Like they would
All can
not
be
die?
saved through my design.
And what is the when you say saved? What does that mean? We
It
are still
means
alive.
what it means in your heart.
That we live happily ever after.
I suppose so.
That sounds pretty good.
What is it you require of us for this dream of yours to be realized?
That's the beauty of it. You're already doing your part so wonderfully.
Can I like roll something to see if I can wake up from this, or at least like realize that there's something? Well, I know there's something horribly wrong, but can I roll something to see if I can snap out of this?
That is the worst part. You don't think you can.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. This is
Whether you think you
according to
can
her,
or you think you
existence
can't,
is
you're right. And you think you can't.
existence is a sin. If she comes back, everything is gone.
Well, I think she means the first part in the more metaphorical sense, the inherent scriptural fall of man, man's first sin in the garden, inherent sin
Yeah.
passed forward through generations of the Old Testament, that stuff. Sorry, I've attended a few Pray the Gay Away camps in my day.
This is a lot. I honestly, I wish I didn't have to be a part of this. The fact that I am unknowingly causing this just feels wrong. Especially if it means it'll just. Everything will be gone. Everything I know will be gone. That means Cass. That means Dave.
No, but Abuelita said that they would be still alive, right?
But alive
That's what
in
you're
what
saying.
way? She just said
Alive in
To
existence
this
is a
clarify,
sin.
for those with common sense, she never said that. She didn't say alive.
Sage would still say that. Alive in what way?
Yeah. Abuelita, alive in what way? Please tell Sage, she's kind of doubting. I'm totally
She
down if we can
returns
save our loved
to
ones.
stirring her pot, as if
No.
uninterested in the current topic.
This is some serious bullshit. Um, we whatever's happening, we can't let it happen. And I'm gonna walk towards her.
Alright, you walk towards her.
Sage would actually walk with Carlos.
She turns towards you. Her kind smile sharpens uncomfortably.
I want to try and is it like a ladle that she's staring
Yeah.
with or something? I want to try and grab that.
Alright. Go to grab the wooden ladle. As you do, you are plunged into absolute darkness. To all of you, Carlos just disappears from sight.
Sage looks at where Carlos used to be. Where do you go?
I stare
Rowdy
in
children
surprise.
must be punished. How else can they learn their lesson?
Yeah, well, he learns his lesson fast. You can bring him back. Come on, Abuelita. Obviously, this is a lot. Please.
She snaps her fingers. For a moment, we're pulled to a different scene, focusing in on Carlos. Carlos, as you reached out to grab the wooden spoon, suddenly you're back home. Like you're home. You're with your family. You can see them gathered around, smiling, laughing, having a great time, passing out food. Everyone's here.
Guys, I think Carlos will walk in between them and try to talk to one of them yo
As you
Uncle
do,
Javier or something here.
they ignore you.
I'll start waving my hand over their
As
faces.
you do, your hand goes through. You're a ghost.
What the fuck?
At this
I
point,
can't
you
grab
watch.
anything?
No. As the door is kicked in, and a man enters the room with a gun. A gun bearing a symbol. the symbol of a bird. You watch as there is screaming and yelling as gunfire is heard. You watch as your own family members are gunned down.
Carlos is like screaming his head off, trying to like attack this individual.
As you do, you just go through them. Every time you attempt to go at them, you are powerless.
He's like, no, 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 no. He's like moving around, trying to like, he's thrashing, he's fighting. He can't do anything. He's like, he just
Eventually, you
falls to his
watch
knees.
as your 19-year-old cousin is cradling your mother in his arms as the figure walks over and levels the gun against his head and fires. At this point, you watch as, powerless, the room grows silent. Blood and bodies are everywhere. And as you look up to the figure, you see the green dreads of yourself. And you hear the whisper. It is inevitable. They will all die. And every bit of it will be by your hand. Your own fault. This is not a fate you can escape. This is what you are destined for. Fate can be cruel. Fate can be cruel.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
This is the life you have lived, Carlos. Did you think you could escape? No. Your sins burn too deep. Always the criminal. Always the outsider. Suddenly, Carlos has returned to you all. He's kneeling on the ground. Bloody tears falling down his face. As Carlos, you are suddenly returned back to the verdant green garden. The crone continues to spin her pot as if nothing happened.
Vega bends down to like, Carlito, Carlos, are you okay? What happened?
I think he'll just no, I won't do this, and he'll like shove Vega's hand off of him. We have to stop her. This can't happen. This is fuck.
If you must know, things are already in motion. Whether you are willing or not is not a factor. I will achieve my goal. One way or another. And you will all accept your reward graciously. As she does, the image of her flickers for a moment. Instead of the matronly figure, you see a horrific monster. Hair is loose and greasy, thick with matting. Her face is rough and sharp in places it shouldn't be, and her teeth are large and wide, with what look to be pieces of bone stuck within them. This bulbous figure sits at the fire, stirring her pot with a big, horrific grin.
Abuelita, you got ugly.
Make your choice, children.
Hell.
One way or another. I always succeed. I can be the nice grandmother. Or if you really want me to, I will play my namesake.
Vega's gonna look at the cauldron. What's she stirring?
Blood and bones. Visceral and vile.
Sage
It is a
actually
cauldron of death.
going to step up. Even if there is a small chance, that still means this world is... it's worth it. I can't stand by while this is happening. I don't know what you did to Carlos, but I don't want to be a part of this.
Watch as she pulls forth the wooden spoon with this vile concoction of blood, bile, flesh, and bone. And she just spills it out upon the grass. She does, you watch as the verdant green pasture grows more green, more lush, more beautiful. As she just hums to herself. Blood, blood, blood makes the grass grow. It is as it has been for millennia.
Sage is like fist balled. But instinctively, she knows that punching this figure won't do anything. But she's trying to think of a way out.
What about you, Beauregard? Do you think your god will save you?
I think I've heard many offers of salvation and seen very little that act upon those offers. I suppose your testimony is the most compelling.
Oh,
I can't say I fancy. I do yearn for a simpler time, but I think that our versions of simpler times might be a bit vast in difference.
oh, come now. You've already won to throw your lot in with the so-called god. Know that
His ears get
when
a little red, I
you're...
guess.
Yeah, when your god was but a babe, I was already ancient.
I wish not to measure the scales of the divines. I don't have the same goal in mind as you. A nothingness, the end of it all is not something that I am striving for. I'm not saying that I will not be of service to you. I recognize your power and I understand where I sit as but an ant looking upon a tree. However, this is not something that I would be eager to progress, and I think that that is what Sage and Carlos and perhaps even Vega feels as well.
In the end, it does not matter. It will progress with or without your help. It is inevitable. It has been in motion far before any of even begun. The cycle of reproduction that caused you.
Abuelita, why don't you just say, like, we're not gonna be dead, we're gonna be alive. Show me. Can you just at least show me what you're trying to create? Like, I don't understand. Like, just say.
Oh dear Vega. Life is suffering. Will always be. Since the beginning of time. But now I will free everything from it. Every little bit. I think the Dark Mother would almost be proud of me. But then again, she left me to rot.
Sorry to hear that. Is she... And Vega is not lying. Is she still around?
Oh. Oh. The Dark Mother is everywhere. Through every creeping shadow. Through every twist of pain or pleasure. She is there.
Okay. I don't know. He's gonna look at the cauldron. And he's just gonna wonder, just because he's familiar with illusions in a way of just experience. Obviously, in his mind, this is an illusion. I guess he's looking at the cauldron and just wondering if there was a way to escape. Is there something like what they're seeing, this sort of like the focal point of this power, of this where this energy is?
You would know, as a practitioner of illusions, the way you break absurdity is through absurdity. The only way to break an illusion is by forcing upon it something even more strange.
Right. Vega's gonna turn to Sage. Hey, Sage,
Yeah.
punch me.
Okay, I trust you.
He's gonna
Prepare
purposely
yourself.
stand
As she
in between Sage and the cauldron.
Anyway, Sage is gonna punch Vega as hard as she can. Like,
Alright. Vega's head pops off. And Vega's body collapses to the ground and begins to turn to ash.
shit.
Vega is dead.
That was much easier than it's supposed to be.
So long, folks.
And thank you to Tone for joining. No, the scene continued.
But this all still happens within the realm of the garden, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell.
Right. We don't have any other information.
Did that feel easier than it was supposed to?
With your potence? No, that's about right.
That's about right. Alright, oh god. Sage is just kind of really shocked.
The crone looks unimpressed. Moves over, picks up the rotting head of Vega, and just chucks it in the cauldron.
Are you going to let us go? We have places we need to be.
Very well. But if I do, I'll leave you with some parting advice. I would recommend you speak to no one of what has happened here. For if any of them were to find out what truly is happening here, they would kill every single one of you to stop it from escaping.
Yeah, a lot of things are like that. I can tell.
Live on,
Skip
my
is the
children.
now.
You yet have parts to play.
Fuck you.
With that...
If-
Oh, God.
If we're kind of like stepping back through that doorway sort of thing, Bo would make sure he's the last one and kind of like, is that how we're exiting the room? Because I do want to say
We'll
something
say
else.
so.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna like stop at the exit and go. You just warned us that sharing knowledge of you will end in our demise, and yet if we help you, it ends in our demise as well. I have no qualms against making the unrighteous suffer what they so justly deserve, but I wish to have my time on top. Will there be time for that? And he'll...
My dear Beauregard, you were born many millennia far too late. What you do next is up to you. In the end, I will succeed.
Are you part of the Crusaders?
That little band of children. No. No, no, they can enjoy their little crusade. But in the end, they're just as much pawns of higher beings than you are.
But they
just
share
refuse
a
to
common
admit it.
goal as you, don't they?
No. No, they don't. In fact, quite the opposite. You should probably ask them more if you wish to know more. But to be honest, their religion is so tied up in their own obsessions that really, they're just soldiers in a war they could never understand. Children playing at gods. Or god killers, I suppose, in their cases.
You chuckle at our naivety, but it feels like it is our only option. But to masquerade as gods.
There's always another option, Beauregard. Always.
I think with that, he'll proceed to walk through the...
You do walk through the doors. Eventually, the world begins to strip away. Like paint. Drifting down the canvas. Before eventually you find yourself standing in a dark hallway. Facing ruined doors that you kicked in so long ago. All of you, conscious, once more. Vega.
Yep.
You're dead. No. Vega turns to ash. No. Vega, you have this tightness in your throat. And as you kind of like go to like feel up, you can feel this circle of ash around your neck.
Like a noose?
More like part of your skin has been burned away.
Carterize.
More to say ash.
Hey.
Sage
It's become
rocks.
dust.
And this is. Are you okay? Probably grabbing onto him a bit too hard and shaking him.
You're supposed to push me into the cauldron. What the heck? I thought that was made clear when I said, hey, punch me. And I. Oh. What happened? What is it, Mark? Is it permanent? Is it permanent?
I don't know. It looks at the ash.
As you kind of
Does it
dig
come
away, it goes pretty deep. You're kind of worried about going all the way through.
Oh. Oh,
Okay.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't pick at it.
Sage stands back.
Oh, I have just
Okay.
the thing for that.
Get your tongue away from me, Bo. That's not the time. Doesn't heal everything. But
You need to
maybe.
heal that.
Desperate times. Desperate times. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. How did you guys get out? Did you guys have to get punched or something? Did you guys have to?
We asked.
Oh, come on. I thought. I don't even know what I thought. Oh, forget it.
At this point, you hear the sounds of footsteps coming down the hall behind you, as appearing from the darkness, Gianni. Gianni, about a minute has passed since your phone call. And as you make your way back down, you hear the voices from down the hall. Oh, you're muted, by the way.
So you're not just all stupefied anymore. Huh? That's good. So, well, what happened to you?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. How will we tell you when we get back in the car and drive like to the next city?
To the next. Oh, you want to leave, huh? Something spooked you.
No, we can't leave. Don't listen to him.
No.
I'm gonna die if we leave.
Yes, to the task at hand. What have we learned of our next visit? How might we gather this doppelganger? Do we have any plans? Time is ticking. Sage's
The
clock is
last
getting
minute.
short.
You have
We'll
another
be waiting
victim.
until Sunday. Victim?
What?
Do you know another victim of the doppelganger?
Do we know another victim?
Not personally.
Wait, there was that homeless guy, but that was a long time ago.
That was
Never
a couple
mind.
weeks ago. Not unless you want to go grave digging.
Well, I fear that another witness might not be of any more help to us.
He bleeds.
I can understand why they would pick one of us. We are new unknowns. We are easily impersonable as we are notoriously new to this lifestyle. But why Sage of all of us?
I think we mentioned before that because I have, well, these powers. Points to say to Vega's ash neck. So if you're someone with strength and speed, you want to impersonate someone of strength and speed. But I don't have anything past that.
And we are also suspicious that it is potentially your sire involved, yes? Vega, you asked Abolita, I believe you said, a few questions about that. I guess we should have asked about Sage's problem.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Should we go back in? Just kidding. Let's get the hell out of here. But Sage, you know what? Remember
What?
when I went to the circus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that? It was because I wanted to speak to my sire. I called out into the night and I said, "Hey, I want to talk." And then that's when I saw the circus thing. Anyways, I thought I killed him, but clearly I didn't. But apparently he's dead. Huh. Why don't you
So
do the
you seem-
same? Why don't we go challenge him? Challenge the doppelganger. We hide in the
How?
shadows or something in the parking lot.
Just yell
Pick a spot.
here?
Yeah.
You think that would just randomly summon a person we're trying to hunt down?
Like, like for example, like if I had a child and I wanted to try and kill, I would be watching their every step. That sounds weird, but anyways, but it's kind of like what the sires are doing.
Okay.
That's what my sire did.
So Sage begins to step out of the little hallway. The hallway underground. Head back up.
Go up.
And
Head
then
back up into the abandoned factory.
the abandoned warehouse. Stands near the center of the circle, actually. Like, just goes to there. And then just, like, yells, "Hey, I know you're watching! Get down here and we can actually have a fucking fight!"
Right, you yell out into the great beyond. No response.
Looks at Vega. What the fuck? Did
I
that
mean, you
work?
didn't yell loud enough. I don't know. Try,
No, that was points.
try again.
I don't think it's going to work.
Why don't you yell a little bit louder? Let them know that you're a vampire.
Yeah, wait. Don't do that. I think he's joking. Hold up.
Wow.
Yep.
You're actually catching the tricks for once. The only other lead we have is that this place gathers with people every Sunday. But that's the day I'm dying. Pretty sure. So
Now,
Sunday.
if you're afraid of dying on Sunday, why don't you, pay some people to get you out of here by Saturday?
That'll be the last resort. Yeah.
Well, it seems like the first resort because somehow this doppelganger is, one step ahead of you, killing everybody, blaming you. And it's probably the Camarilla that's doing it. I'm not gonna lie. But if you need to get out, we know some people who can move cargo. A little human trafficking here, a little human trafficking there. We get you to Chicago, we get you somewhere else.
That's actually
Probably
surprisingly
all of
nice
you.
of you. But you think you can dodge? What was that? What was that guy's name again? The Scourge. There's a lot of really powerful people after me. You think you can dodge them?
You'll be forgotten about in no time.
Well,
You know
forgive
what,
me,
we'll just
Sage.
move-
Before you investigate this alternative too much, did the prince not summon you just the other day?
Yeah, you'll somehow have to stop that. Basically, I got summoned to my would-be execution. Just, I don't know, I had a powerful urge to go to, well, the Ivory Tower. Points roughly in the direction of the Elysium, but it might be completely wrong. Who knows?
I'm no
Direction.
expert in anything. But even I can't call the dead from across the world.
Yeah. don't know. First order is just find a doppelganger, beat them up, bring them to, well, the prince, or to Vandal, or both. Preferably both. I can even get Vandal's help on this, but the problem is trying to locate them. We only have one
what?
lead, and that's on the day of the execution. I can't wait that long.
We know that she or it is going to strike somewhere near the prince's territory.
Where?
Can't
Well,
be
we can
that
split
big.
up and try and look. How big is the district, actually? Do we know? Did it get mentioned?
It's rather big. It's like the business district, so it's a lot of tall towers.
It's like like several city blocks, like a CBD kind of area.
Yeah, pretty
it's like
much.
as big as the CBD, so.
It also contains the
Ooh.
Elysium within it.
How do we cover that much ground?
What information do we have to trade?
There's that visitor in the cellar.
Yeah.
That'd be,
You thinking
that'd be
Nosferatu?
hardcore. Yeah.
Do we have any other details about like anything else this doppelganger's done, or is it just Diesel's ghoul? I'm trying to think if there were a way we could figure out its motivation, what it's seeking after. Certainly, it's not just desiring to impersonate someone else and frame them for no reason. There must be something behind it. And if we can just figure out what that is, then we can devise a trap for him.
Hey, that'd be great.
Well, who do
but
you
in
trust
order
to
to-
ask?
I think the Nosferatu might be a good choice. But what to trade, I don't know.
What information are you looking for? Exactly. What exactly do you
Where
want
we need to pin down the doppelganger. The location.
And like, if it's her sire, then what kind of sire does this?
Don't know.
Gotta be.
to know? You haven't been a
something.
vampire very long, have you?
Some sires seem to be
No.
shitheads.
What kind of romantic
Mm.
ideas you got about this?
Jenny, well, who would you go to? Who would you go to ask and say, look, I'm being hunted by my sire and there's a real dick, and I gotta find
Who
him.
I go
What would
to?
you
I
do?
go to Mi Familia. I talk to my clan. We'd get things
Well.
handled. We'd get things sorted out. Unfortunately, from what I understand about you, you're nothing. You're nobody. You're expendables.
I can talk to Vandal
Exactly.
again. But whether he can organize the Anarchs, I don't know. Suppose that would be a good place to start.
I will also say, there is another group that exists that you could go to, but it is a group that you have been advised not to.
Tremere.
The Tremere.
Tremere.
Yeah.
Other Tremere.
Whoa, 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 whoa. If you're going to the Tremere, you're probably not going to be bringing me with you. It's probably for the best. Probably for the best.
Hi. We scared of the Tremere? Gianni?
Can you
Come on.
tell us what you know? No, Vega, shush. Just let Johnny say the case. We need to know as much as we can. So, what is it about the Tremere that got you?
Incestuous blood magicus. All they do is they charge you for the services. They treat you like scum. They extort you for a price that you don't want to pay.
We're not talking
All in all,
about
bad
the
people.
Giovanni. We're talking about the Tremeres.
Exactly. The worst kind of people out there.
Yeah, both beat me to the point. I was gonna say something along the lines of two sides of the same coin.
Two sides of the same coin? Like what you did to
Now,
me?
if you now, we'd like to keep your services in house, so maybe I can introduce you to someone stronger than me, someone a little bit more potent in the necromantic arts.
How would that help us
Keep you
find someone?
They might just be able to keep you from going and infecting yourself with the Tremere and finding yourself entrenched in their network of just ickitude.
Dude. How many days do we have left? It's like 3.
3 days?
Yeah, it's like 3 or
About 3
4.
days.
3 days. So we're 4 days. Is this the 4th night?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. I might have to recount.
Mark,
Okay.
I want to. Can I activate Witness of Death? I want to see if there's any ghosts outside of this area.
Sure thing.
Excellent. So that would be perception plus awareness. Perception. Awareness. It's not a lot of dice. What's my difficulty? Normally it's 3. It's 5, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It'd be... Oh. Yeah, it'd be like 7, I'll say. There's a lot of, like, general...
Just
like, distracting energy. Yeah, there's a lot of death around here. You can kind of feel it. As you look around, you think you can detect the presence of a couple spirits that just seem to be wandering about.
Eyes go completely milky white for a moment. And I kind of look off and, hey, you over there, the one with the bumper stuck to their forehead. I'm talking to you.
You all feel the prevailing cold fill the room. As to Gianni, the figure floats towards you.
I don't want to do this the hard way. I'm going to ask you first. You see that one over there? I'm going to point at Sage. Have you seen that one before?
Sage, you feel like this sudden coldness shiver its way up your spine. You're looking at nothing, but something is looking at you. The spirit turns, and as it does, it goes to open its mouth, but you see its chin is broken, just shattered, and just kind of laying, I forget the word, just kind of falling
Ajar.
flat. Ajar, that's it. Yet when it speaks, you understand what it is saying. Yes. I remember seeing her.
Did she do some killing?
Yes. A man.
What? Could you find her? Not this one, not in this dress, but could you, if need be, if your existence determined and depended on it, could you find it?
It's like this odd sound, somewhere between a growl and a howl. And then it looks back towards Sage.
Okay. I turn to the rest of them. My eyes still glossed over because I'm still using Witness of the Dead. We've got a live one, so to speak, here. Now, it says it recognizes. Not good with names. Points over at Sage. You.
Yeah.
And then it might be able to find something that the one that did the killing here. So I'm gonna try.
Nice.
And you sure it's not going
Out.
to just attack me?
It
No.
with this
Great.
Gianni, it turns back to you and it begins to say, "I can find this individual you ask. It may take time, but in exchange, I want you to return me to the Shadowlands."
Well, looks like we can't help it. Looks like we're done here. Well, yes. Okay. Let me see. Get you back to the Shadowlands. Yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy. All right, so it's going to cost me significant amount of capital to get you what you want. Now, I'm willing to give you half cost on this one. Not a boon.
You know-
Nothing
No.
like that. Nothing crazy.
What's the cost?
Put you down the line. You know, if I get in trouble, I call on you. You come help me. If I need to get into the morgue, you come shoot me.
Okay. That's 2 favors now.
Yeah. I can take this
Oh,
one,
yes.
Sage. Gianni, I'll pay the price for her.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't know that she was gonna die on Saturday. It's Saturday you're gonna die, right?
Sunday.
Then you
Pretty
should be
sure.
thrilled that Vega's
Saturday
offer.
or Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Sunday
Let's see.
is the...
Pretty sure you're gonna die on Sunday. Well, I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna
Yeah.
die too. All right, here we go. I looked at the ghost. All right, I'm gonna help you out. But before I do that, I am going to attempt to compel
All right.
the spirit. All right, so I will make a manipulation plus occult roll against the ghost's willpower. So we both have a difficulty of 6. So I have a manipulation of 3 and occult of I have 5 dice.
All right.
Roll.
5 dice,
D10.
diff 6.
Yes, sir. 2 successes. Yeah.
2 successes. Botches don't count because you're a motherfucking vampire.
Was that my modifier? Oh, I gotta roll one more. I didn't roll enough dice. Doesn't matter. 2 successes.
2 successes. You watch as there is a shiver through the ghost as it raises up to scream out, but there is no sound. It then looks back to you with burning coals for eyes. But it just sends to you a feeling of acknowledgement. A deal for
That's it.
deal.
Yep. So I straightened my tie, fixed my jacket, and I looked into the ether. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna find what we discussed, and then once you do that, I'm gonna get you back to the Shadowlands. So you go do what you gotta do, and then I gotta do what I gotta do. The rest of you, it's gonna look for us, but it's not gonna take its time. It's gonna do it as quickly as it possibly can. Otherwise, it's gonna get dragged into a place that you don't want to get dragged to.
You guys look around as ice begins to form across the ground. To you, Gianni, it just stares at you. Before it turns and begins upon the mission you have given it.
Who wants waffles?
Yeah.
I can eat it.
You're driving.
I hop into the vehicle and I wait. I just turn the radio on. I look for some talk radio. Look for someone who's like some conspiracy shit. Someone's talking some mad crap.
You do find one. You find a radio station featuring one. I'll look up his name.
What's Dale Gerble's name in King of the Hill? His alias.
Rusty
Rusty Shackleford.
Rusty Shackleford.
This is Rusty Shackleford. Telling you about things the government doesn't want you to know.
There we go. By one DJ known as Caligula.
That's spicy.
Nice.
Caligula is currently doing a series called Caligula's Countdown, in which he is counting down the hits towards the end of 1999. As you were in the car, you hear him talking about the many conspiracies that align the city of New Angleham, its history, and wrapped up around the strange and enigmatic figures that have surrounded it. Nonetheless,
Well-
eventually... Oh, go ahead.
Oh while he was going on, Johnny was gonna turn and ask him. So, you haven't been doing this long. So, what do you know? What don't you know? What do you need to know?
Well, it seems just like in the mortal world that when it comes to beings of power, there always seems to be a bigger fish. There's one thing I'd say we've learned. We've learned that our existence depends solely on the graciousness of all of those powers around us simply allowing us to continue to live. Is an unfortunate lesson that we have been well taught in these past weeks. It seems as though we have been born into servitude rather than to be superior life forms like I rather think we might be.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you just a quick question. Do you feel entitled to a better life than what you've got now? Or are you coming at this? Are you coming at this with the wrong mindset?
No, I do not think so. For I, without my consent, was drawn into a life of debt, as it appears to be. And every decision that I would make, I am told, would end in my shortening of this new life. If I do not first comply with the wills of all of those around me, and everyone has been so rambunctious with their requests.
And don't be so quick to die, because that ain't the end either, friend. We wait.
Yes, I've seen that you can still call us back then to serve those of this realm. I don't know whether I'm to be impressed or disgusted. Seems we
Disturbed
never
is the
have
word.
peace.
Disturbed is the word. So you've had other dalliances with Kindred before. Great. And you want to go talk to Tremere. Great.
Preferably
You're
I
about to-
don't.
We never said anything about talking to him. I'm gonna make a point of flinging the pistol with the bird engraving in it out the window.
No.
Don't throw a piece like that. Let me see.
That
Go
thing
get
is
that.
cursed. No, I'm not gonna go get that.
We can file that off and we can sell that.
The serial number's already filed off. I'll find another one. I stole that from.
Does it
one-
got a
from
body
gang
on
member.
it?
It's got multiple bodies on it.
Damn.
Let's put some more on it.
I'll get a new one.
Speaking of, we do have a existing debt of 10 that we need to accumulate soon. Should we allocate some of our resources to that measure?
Tell me where to drive.
While we wait for the ghost.
Yeah, do we have to stay here to hear back from the ghost, or is he gonna find you?
Well, he'll find me.
Okay.
Alright. The other bit of the payment was 10 vessels.
And bodies?
I don't know if that means dead or alive.
Gianni,
Probably dead.
what do we need? Yeah, vessels. What does that mean?
Well, it really,
It's your family.
see, it really depends on what you're looking to get into. 10 vessels, 10 alive is human trafficking. 10 bodies is grave digging. Different levels, different crimes, different jail sentences. One will get you on Law and Order SVU, the other in Frankenstein.
Alright. We're not doing 10 life bodies. Grave digging. Hey,
Yo,
do you remember
grave
that?
Well, I
digging,
don't
Very-
necessarily think that the live would be much more difficult. And I guess kind of his eye glistens a little bit, like he's
Much more ethically compromising then.
Well, let's not get alive people. I think it's harder to cover up as well. And also, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, Bo. I see you. Like, he points to the one eye. I know what you're thinking. We're not doing that.
I'm pretty sure his boss wants alive people, so it's probably human trafficking.
You think it's alive people?
What you need is one-stop shop then. You don't want to go picking up Granny here, Uncle Julio over there. No, you want to get them all in one shop. So let's see if we can't get a shipping container from the Russians, just full of, Eastern Europeans. Probably get them, bulk in a bulk for a good price.
That's
I might know a guy.
that is
unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, I think we already know a guy in this business.
We might know the same guy.
the Venture Primogen.
Yeah, that
It's
guy.
not
Yeah, yeah.
How quickly can they get a container of Eastern Europeans here? That's the question.
You need my cell phone, Bo? Make a call.
I'm trying to think.
Dial it for you, or
What was the guy's name? The ghoul that we saved. Does anybody remember?
his name. Mhm.
Victor,
Yeah.
Hector. Which one?
Who's Victor?
I definitely don't have Victor's phone number though.
Do you know someone that does?
Do I know the
I mean,
human trafficker named
I would
Victor?
kind of think that the Harpy would have everybody's contact
Uh,
info, and the Harpy is my mentor.
Make a. What would this be for Gianni?
Well, Victor was
What?
also
Yeah, this will be which streetwise for you?
Which streetwise? Okay. That's 4. Four, 6, 7, 5.
2 successes. Yeah, you've heard of Victor. Victor
I can get
is
you in contact.
ex scummy drug dealer turned smuggler of pretty much anything you need to get your hands on into the city. However, you do know that among the Giovanni, he is off limits because he is the property of the Ventru Primogen. And the Giovanni are not interested in fucking with that.
You're on your own on that if you're going toward Vincent. Now, do I know a human trafficker not associated with the Venture
Yeah, you
Primogen?
probably do. I'd say so. You know, probably as you said, you probably know someone in the Russian mob who has that ability.
I'm going to look for a referral with their HMO. and see if we can't get them an appointment with an appropriate doctor.
Someone in network. Take care
We
of
don't-
your
we-
real nice.
I don't need them going any further in debt with the Camarilla, not when the Giovanni are kind of holding their hand right now.
All right. In that case, where do you all go from here? Seek out the contacts in the Russian mob, or are you going to try and see if you can make a conversation with Victor?
Well, you know, if you reach out to Victor, Bo, maybe we don't have to owe this guy so much. No offense, Gianni, you've been amazing.
Oh, me?
Well,
You owe whoever owns Victor. If you want to own the Venture Primogen, go right ahead. There's a reason why we, the Giovanni, we don't fuck with him.
Well, you see, I already have a existing debt with Mr. Walton. That's not to say that he would refute me, however, he may look for...
That's like a degenerate gambler coming back to the bookie week after week after week. It's just bad money chasing bad money.
Why?
Some
you are
God.
bookie.
We don't have a way to do this, so we're going to be owing someone.
Yeah.
I prefer owing the Giovanni more than owing the Venture Primogen. It just, I don't know, that, I'm terrified of him. I'm terrified of him more than I'm terrified of Points to Gianni.
Hey, we won't kill you just for existing. We want to do business with you. We want to make sure, we want to see you thrive.
Sage, your call. I mean, heck, this is your life. You're just
Yeah.
along for the ride.
Feels like everything's just spinning out of control so quickly. And something goes down, then suddenly another thing pops up, and suddenly I owe several people several favors.
Get Dimitri on the line. Ain't no problem with me. Dimitri's a good guy. I mean,
Dimitri.
slavery, good thing. I don't. But Dimitri, he'll make you laugh.
I think I'll have to go with Gianni on this. Although, before I say yes, what is the cost? Because this is now the third time.
10 bodies are going
Yes,
to cost some
Hope
money.
there's a loyalty program. at
There's a
this
loyalty
point.
program. What we'll do is we will package up everything owed under one debt consolidation. We will take these three minor acts of kindness, and we will just consider them one major act of kindness for everything.
A major boon?
Major boon. I will front the cost of the human trafficking. It's expensive.
What does a major boon entail?
You'll speak if you should survive Sunday, you would go to bat for me just in case things went really wrong. Up until you wouldn't have to put your life at risk for me per se, but you'd still kind of speak up for me. Or I could call in a major favor and you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you." Like maybe if I need you to punch into a bank vault because I've seen you punch, maybe you can work on something like that. Don't worry, I like to keep my investments around for a long time. I plan to be here a while.
How about you mentioned last time that if I found out what happened to your guy at the police station, the was it the previous two debts would go away? Because that's
Yeah,
something
but
I
I don't,
can look into.
I don't. Here's what's gonna happen though. I don't think you're gonna be able to solve that before you die.
Hmm.
I've seen you, Scoobies running around. You're a couple of Velmas shy of a Shaggy. So I'm not thinking you're gonna make it to Sunday, not without some serious help. And that serious help is going to be a little bit of light human trafficking on my side.
Major boon. It's either that or my life. Okay. I'll accept, but you better do your fucking job.
Excellent. Give me
Um,
you talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna use a payphone. This is a complicated process. You know, we are talking about major felonies. So I'll be back. Have some fun. Don't get shot.
As he walks away, I kind of want to say to the somberness of the group for the moment, I feel like by year's end we shall be up to our necks in IOUs to everyone.
we just don't have the resources.
How do you fight an entity?
I don't know. Just said that it would happen. We had no choice. And if we told anyone, we'd be killed. So even if we were to whistleblow,
I wonder if it would even be easier to help that thing, at least in the short while. It could alleviate our positions that we are troubled with now.
I don't think it cares. You saw how she was talking? All about cycles and
Oh, I
everything being.
agree, and it cares very little for the outcome of our lives, but that does not mean that that enormous power cannot be utilized for our own use along the way. I don't
Should have
think
really
this is
asked her.
intended to be an
Should
asteroid from outer space type thing.
have asked her about the sire. Ugh. Guess I probably would have given some clues.
Carlos, what did you see? You disappeared. And you came back and you were crying.
I don't want to talk about it. And I'm not gonna work for that thing. Even though she's saying that we can't, even by not it, that it's going to happen. We have to find a way to
If we're
stop
not-
it.
Okay.
Oh,
So if we're not working for it, how are we going to stop it?
find anything
go
with
talk-
that symbol and can try to stop the operations to deal with that.
We need to
I
find
don't
someone
know.
who's knowledgeable in this, in kindred history, and ideally, not someone that's gonna fuck us over. So not the Cammy, and I don't know about the Anarchs anymore.
Can I ask an over the top question, over table question to you, DM?
Yes, of course.
So, because it's been a dozen episodes probably, the person who introduced themselves to me as my sire said that he and or I was a crusader of the Sword of Cain. And in
Yep.
my talk with the thing just a minute ago, the Crone, she had elaborated that they might be ulterior to one another, and I was in the mind that they were of the same goal. So are the Crusaders anti-Crone, or are they pro-Cain and Crone?
Specifically, the Crone is anti-Cain.
Oh,
The Sword of Cain are pro-Cain.
but I thought the Crone had mentioned that he. Okay, so and I thought the sage said Cain, and she had said yes, that he was going to eventually come back.
and she wanted her
Okay.
revenge.
Oh, I getcha. Okay.
He is the reason she is currently in her position,
Copy.
whatever that may be.
Gotcha.
I will say, if you wish to try and reach out to perhaps a member of the Sword of Cain, you know people who could help you with that.
Well, then I suppose it is time I come clean with you all about something of my own. I too have been paid a visit by someone claiming to be my sire.
Am I the only one that hasn't been paid a visit?
I guess you're not cool enough.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Maybe she's still afraid that I'd punch her head off.
Well, he had
Definitely.
mentioned that he was part of a group that referred to themselves as the Sword of Cain, a group that seems to be pioneered to stopping that thing that we saw earlier. If we are
What?
in direct opposition, they claim to be those anchoring support for the return of Cain. I do not know where that group sits in with the current hierarchy of the Camarilla and the Anarchs. However, I do believe that it is not looked upon graciously.
Isn't anything related to Cain the Sabbat?
Yes, which is why I hadn't shared these things with you all. It seems they may have approached trying to incite me to take up a battle that I do not feel is my own.
But now, how do you feel?
Well, now I guess I sort of empathize with their perspective. Feels that at every turn we are merely being used. There is no semblance to our own personal freedoms or livelihoods, and at least I can clearly say that they recognize the speciality of the situation that we all find ourselves in. We cannot go backwards in time, we cannot undo these things, so why should we not relish in this gift that we have been given? And he seems genuinely, like maybe even a little bit evilly happy as he says that. And that's really only because he's really feeling free. I feel like a lot of the other players lost their lives. He gained a new life because his last life was kind of shit.
Man,
Well, I lost my, well, normal life before this. I was meant to just complete high school, go to college, find a job, have fun with friends, sing karaoke. But I can't anymore.
you can. You can go
I can't go to high school.
Yeah, you
Be
can.
destroyed by the sun.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, now wait. Okay, what night classes? What about
Yeah, would there be
Stop it,
classes at like
Diego.
3
You
p.m.?
know she has missed out on the highlight of her life. Yet budded into her prime, not fully bloomed. And here she shall remain for
Right.
eternity.
I just.
But we
wanna
can still
get
sing
into
karaoke.
somewhere. Yeah, not when there's when there's a target on me. Just not this
Yeah.
week.
my life was garbage, man. Trying to be like my father who never talked to me about what he did in his previous life. He was a stunt driver, and I thought I could emulate him because I found his jacket. And that's why I came to this city, just to try and be something more than butcher's son. And I just found myself in debt and found myself in trouble. It's pretty good at counting cards. Then this happened, and seriously, like, I kid you not, guys, I look at you all and I say this has been the best days of my life. Sad to say that before, I mean, like, meeting the, who, knowing that our life is what to bring to pass the destruction of everything. But I really do care about you guys.
Yeah. As long as we think this world is worth it, we should, well, try to stop it. But just don't have enough, like, well, I say power, but it's more that how can we impact things more? Because I do feel like an ant. Not just to, well, that thing, but just in the city to the Camarilla. Anarchs, kind of, but I'm feeling better there.
Gianni,
Well,
what
you,
were
Carlos?
you back in the before?
As long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. And I was. I like what I do. I'm a man of many talents, and I put those talents to my own use. I protect my neighborhood. I keep people. I keep the honor. I keep things good. That's what I do. You know? I negotiate the deals no one wants to negotiate. I did that before. Now, he's just come back from he didn't hear the whole talk about let's go join the Sabbat, because he'd have a completely different conversation right now. So, yeah, about the human trafficking. Yeah, we can do that for you. We can get your feetsy wet in that wonderful illicit trade.
Don't want to think about it. Just need to get out of this alive.
Now, well, I understand though it's going to be a surprise. We have no idea exactly what's inside the container. Could be anything from any part of the world. Could be grannies. Could be nuns.
They're going to
be
your
anything.
boss, so frankly, I don't give a shit if it's giraffes.
Hey, it's your purchase, not mine.
It's your guy, not ours.
I don't think any one of us here is ethically or morally sound in this situation. I'm just pointing this out here. All right, anyway.
At this point, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
And then we will be back with the next part of this adventure. We'll see you all very soon. In 5 minutes, stick around. But before we leave, I would like to once again shout out our friend Ree's GoFundMe. Check it out. Any little support you can give will be very helpful. As mentioned before, Ree has gone through the surgery and is recovering. However, every little bit that people can give to this GoFundMe will help pay for the surgery, which is not cheap. It's pretty fucking expensive. So honestly, every little bit helps. Anything you can give is appreciated. Ree is a fantastic friend of the channel, a fantastic artist, and honestly, just a great person all around. We appreciate every little bit that can be done to help support her. But yes, we'll see you all in 5 minutes. Until then, we'll see you around. And we are back. Hello and welcome back to Orphaned Blood. We continue where we left off, with the group arriving outside the Dock District. Probably a familiar place to some of the group, as they've been in this area before. Not necessarily to this exact dock, but you arrive outside a place where you can see there looks to be a number of tough-looking, tatted-up Russian thugs who seem to just be wading out. As
I'd
your
like to
car-
kind of whisper, mutter to Gianni as we're pulling up or stepping out, whichever. Are these compatriots of yours kin or kind?
Wait for them to ask you who you know before you say anything. Just be with me.
Yes, indeed. But I mean, are they of the night like we are?
No, they're associates of another type. Let's keep them on the low. So I'm going to approach them. I'm not no weapons. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm strapped, but I'm not. I'm not
Yeah.
flashing.
They look to you with a nod and goes, I take it you are Gianni.
Dimitri,
Dimitri's inside.
you got what I came for?
He nods.
What do you
Dimitri
got
has
for me?
details. He has a
Alright.
package.
Very
Big
good.
package.
Oh, all right. Come on. And motion to the kids. Let's go pick up lunch.
Why does he have to say it like that? He kind of whispers to the group. Well,
Sage just follows silently.
I look back over my shoulder. Hey, in a different life, this could have been any one of you.
that's true.
How about we don't say anything of that sort? Just get this over and done with.
Then he walks in with them into like the little warehouse to talk to Dimitri.
As you make your way into the warehouse, you can see this tough-looking Russian fellow. He kind of looks around very curtly before he turns to you and goes, You are Gianni?
Right?
I am Dimitri. Let's do business.
Nice to meet you, Dimitri. Let's do business. Sit down. And I just put my one elbow on the table. Rest my chin sort of in it, kind of leaning forward. So what have you got for me, Dimitri?
I have what was requested. He kind of looks around. A group of individuals fleeing war. They are in container, ready for transport.
Refugees, good. No one's gonna miss them. Fantastic. That worked for you? I looked at everyone else. More refugees? Possibly orphans?
Sage says nothing.
Why does he have to say it like that?
Yeah, that'll do. I slide over a bag, paper bag.
Takes the bag, opens it, begins counting through the wads of cash.
And then he says, war must be bad for business. I mean, the supply is so high right now. You could have gotten so much more for these like a year ago for that last incursion.
Take good with bad. Counts through the money. You would know specifically this is a guy who is known as Dmitry Kolmik, also known as the comedian in English. He is called that because he has no fucking sense of humor. None at all.
Vega, Dimitri likes jokes. Why don't you tell him a couple?
All right, let me tell you about Pepito. Oh, Pepito. Goes. That was a very dirty joke about Pepito.
He just keeps counting the
like-
money. It's like he's not even paying attention to you.
Well, that was not funny enough, eh? All right, let me tell you another one. This one's gonna be good.
Eventually, he
even
just looks
dirtier.
up to you and goes, "You talk too much." Goes back to counting money.
Tough
Smacks
crowd.
Gianni.
Tough crowd.
I don't know. I should have opened with a nice knock joke.
That Pepito one
Dang
was
it.
hilarious, man. I think it's just
Oh,
broken.
he then looks up and goes, "Everything is in order. You can
Excellent.
take truck.
Man,
We don't need it."
good. We'll burn it when we're done.
He nods.
All right. So, who wants to drive this truck?
Oh shoot, that's like an automatic reaction whenever I hear drive. I didn't realize I was driving the truck. Damn it. But yes, I will drive it.
Don't get caught. This is like an automatic. Go to jail. Do not pass go.
That he stands up and Dimitri stands up and he goes, "Oh, Diani, business we must discuss."
Let's go.
Walks off to the side. As he does, one of the other Russian guys comes over and holds out like a pair of car keys.
Right here.
Chucks them to you.
Grabs him, or do I have to roll for it?
No, you could.
Roll.
You don't have to roll to
Roll
wash
with-
your hands. You're fine.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, right. Got him. All right. Am I driving by myself, or one of you guys driving with me?
I will ride with you in case the law intervenes with our endeavors.
All right.
With that, the four of you make your way outside, over to a large truck that has a shipping container on it.
Did anything like humanity sin for human trafficking?
Oh, absolutely. This is gonna fuck you guys up. But for now, don't think about it. Try not to think about it.
Yeah, don't look in the look in it. That's the rule. Don't look in it. Jump in the driver
The
cab.
immediate
Away we go.
caveat.
Yeah.
Right? With that, the four of you are left alone for the time being.
Oh, God.
So what's in the environment right now? Like, where are we?
It's like a big industrial dock. So you can see there's like a bunch of large crates and shipping containers that are around. There's a big ship that seems to be parked over near the water edge. Though it seems to be closed.
Is there
but
warehouses
still
around?
operational. Yeah, there'd be a warehouse. Be a number
Oh,
of
we need
warehouses.
one. I want Sage to punch concrete.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. After the truck's gone, you guys just see Sage suddenly just turn to like that wall, and I don't know how much it will smash through, but it was with all of her strength at potence for.
Quite a bit. You crack it.
Sage, come on. You're gonna drive more attention to the truck, and are you okay?
No. How much more
Yeah,
do I have
stupid
to
question.
sacrifice just to fucking get out of this? she's not crying, but she's like it's like a mixture of anger, confusion, sadness on her expression.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things I think we're sometimes getting lost in this moment in the roleplay. It forgets that Sage is just 16 years old. So it's makes it even sadder. So Vega's just trying to fight back the tears.
Ugh.
Everything will be just fine. Don't worry about it.
God, I hope so.
I got your back, though. You know, we got your back. Don't worry about it. You're not
Uh,
alone.
Part of me wonders what happens if we just half-assed the deal and just dug some corpses out instead. 10 live
Yeah.
people are going to suffer hell because of me.
Yeah, well, we don't need to deal with everything that we're dealing right now, plus whatever the Giovanni might have. And something tells me that the Kami not dealing in their business should be quite the red flag for us.
Yet I owe them a big one. Still looks to the side. Fists balled up, very tense.
Vega goes and looks in the
like,
truck.
Becoming a vampire was the best thing that happened. It's been the worst for me.
It's been a ride, that's for sure.
Okay, where to next?
I don't know.
I don't want to stay here. Did you just pick like a random direction and begin walking? Just begin walking. Whether it's correct direction or not, who knows? Who knows where she's
But
going?
do we already take the truck to the thing, or not? Or are we just still
I
in
think
the
the truck.
industrial
No,
park?
no, we left here.
We're just standing.
Yeah, you're left here.
Wait,
The
are we
the
standing by
truck
the
hasn't been
truck?
taken yet.
Yeah.
I'd say you guys probably are, or you moved away from it.
Yeah. All
So he's got to
all
deliver
I
the
know
truck.
is that, yeah, we'll deliver the truck. I'll drive it. Whoever wants to come. Bo, you're coming. Perfect. Is there 4 seats in
Sage
this
is not.
thing? No, probably just a 2-seater.
Sage is not.
Like
Coming
3
along
seats.
Bed in the
anyways.
back.
Just
I
leave
don't want to be any.
Gianni there.
Why, Vega? Are you insinuating something?
I'm just saying. I mean, you guys can sit on the mattress. I mean, if we all want to crowd. It's like, hey, check out this jacket. I found it in the truck.
Mattress and a bucket.
Look, there's a whole bunch of bottles of lemonade back here.
Oh God!
Oh, that's
Oh, damn. Yeah. It's- Oh, you're. The one thing that vieja abuelita, she kept on talking about Cain, talking about how the first is like her enemy and stuff.
and what
Like,
of
is
it?
the enemy of my enemy my friend? Is that this? That's the only thing going through my head.
Yes, it does appear that we are between the proverbial rock and hard place. And it seems that we must pick a side that best benefits our desired outcome. Or is it in the name of our own survivability that we should align ourselves?
Or we play all of the sides for our benefit and fucking not play by the rules.
I like that train of thought. I grow weary of this never-ending cycle of being kicked around and told my life is meaningless and worthless.
On the only
We
side,
didn't ask for these things. None of us asked to become this.
yeah,
No.
like I've said before, well, the only people I can truly trust would be you guys. That's the side I want to stick with. Just want to make sure we all get out of this, at least semi-alive. Well, as alive as a Kindred can be.
I swear to you guys, I can do everything in my power. Everything. Keep you guys alive. Keep you alive, Sage. I don't want to let you out of my sight. Can't. Something happens to you, I'm going to be right there to stop it. Die trying.
Yeah. Likewise. Anyways, I'm not going in that truck. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Shoot, that kind of contradicts my let you out of my sight. Oh, damn it. Carlos, do you know how to drive a truck?
I don't know how to drive a truck.
And I'm only 16.
All right, fine. Okay, I'll let you out of my sight for just a little while. Yeah. We need another boon. Damn it. Okay, just let you out of my sight just a little bit, and then I'll come back. Just...
Look up. I'll be living even... Like, I'll still be here even if you look away. Just do what you need to do.
Well, you're not so far from Sanctuary. You can go chill there for a bit.
Yeah. Maybe I can ask for some leads from Vandal.
I would very much like to speak to Mr. Vandal myself.
Oh,
So perhaps we can put that on the docket.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any banging in the back of the truck?
Damn you.
Well, my
Let's
pretense of
see.
understanding is that if they are refugees, then perhaps they are under the pretense that they are escaping and need to be quiet. As really messed up
Yeah.
as this whole situation becomes because of that.
That's probably true. I think it's probably more likely to be quiet than not. Which is somehow more unsettling.
Yes, yes.
yeah. Well, do you want to stay with Herbo? Or do you want to just go on the truck?
I thought that my talents might be better used in the truck in case of unwanted investigations.
That
It's a
is
little
true.
easier for me to force an explanation than for Vega to come up with one.
Alright.
Wait,
I'll hang out with Sage just in case so she doesn't get killed by the other Sage, and then Vandal starts kicking things again.
Yeah.
Vega's unclear if he got insulted by Bo.
Yeah.
I'll say with that, Gianni returns, and you begin to make your way, those in the truck, over to Little Italy. Oh, and Zed, you're muted.
Muted.
As they're leaving, I just hammer on the back of the truck a little bit with Potence 5. Don't worry. It's going to be okay.
It's 5.
There's no sound on the other side, but it is a heavy rapping.
Oh no, maybe it's empty. Shoot, we should recheck. No. Harmless. How embarrassing will it be?
With that, those
All
of
right.
you in the truck make your way back to Little Italy. The Giovanni end up taking the truck off your hands. And they say, they also ask for the head, presumably you still have. Would you hand it over?
Yeah, a deal is a deal, right, Bo? They need the head.
Hey, they look at you and go, "That's paid.
Yes,
Pleasure
particularly
doing
just the
business with
skull.
you."
What about the new debt yet?
And with that, you are all left to ponder what you have done. At this point, I'd like Carlos, Sage, Vega, Bo, make me a conscience roll. Difficulty of 7. No, we'll say 6. Sage succeeds.
Still got
You
it.
feel bad about this. Carlos fails. You feel indifferent. Fuck these people. You don't know them. You don't care. Carlos, you
I like
lose a
it.
point of humanity.
What is?
Do I roll?
What does this roll actually
I roll?
consist of?
Conscience. So, if you go to the map and click on your token,
Yeah.
there'll be a roll willpower paths and virtues. It is a virtue.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
But none of your guides ever led you down the path of damnation before.
What
Bo,
was the
you
deal?
can choose to fail if you would like,
Okay.
or you can roll. Choice is yours.
Yeah. No, I will. I will choose to fail.
All right. You don't care. Fuck these people. Vega, you feel really bad about this, especially because you're the one at the wheel, essentially selling all these people's lives away. Yeah, it's not great. You feel awful.
This is the worst. Don't Cass. Don't Cass.
Eventually, though, once business is finished, you will find an opportunity to meet back together at Sanctuary.
Do we lose any humanity points?
Oh, yes. Bo, you also lose a point of humanity alongside Carlos.
I will try to comfort Vega briefly on it, just being like, they were likely already procured before all this. I mean, we just put out this order a few hours ago. Their fate has been determined long before we came along. Don't
Yeah,
carry the
It
guilt.
makes it sound so much better. Thanks, Bo. It's making it worse.
Hans, are we the baddies?
Oh, Vega. Oh, sweet little Vega. Sweet little Vega. You're so lucky Sage is not right there.
Out of
You might have gotten
curiosity,
your head kicked off again.
yeah. Would Gianni join them in Sanctuary, or would he go on to his own business with his clan?
His own business with his clan. He's extorted them for a major boon. He's gotten them to compromise their morals by taking the really easy route. And I think he's been a good guide.
You absolutely get big positive notions from your capo.
Love it.
But yes, the rest of you arrive at Sanctuary.
Sage watches if anyone's going to punch her out again before heading in, because happened one time. Gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. At least be prepared.
Yeah.
You seem fine. You all make it in without much hassle.
Unless I'm joking.
And then roll a
So-
d10, high or low.
Is it just Carlos?
Just the four of you.
Sage? So it's four, all four.
Eventually, all of you would meet up again.
Yeah.
I would like to say that I had 5-10 minutes talking with Dimes at some point if he was there.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. He's very much still on board for the plan to create a fighting thing. Thinks it's a great idea.
Vega will
If
go
it-
spend some time with Cyclone when there's a moment.
Oh yeah.
Very
Sage is gonna go
important,
there
Very
too.
important.
Cyclone is happy to see both of you.
I'm gonna be hanging out with Vale at the bar for a bit.
Easy enough. Vale is very supportive to spend time with you. He's very chill. He buys you a couple drinks as well. You take some time to decompress. Chat to your respective allies, confidants, before eventually returning once again to each other in a private room to discuss your plans moving forward.
Well, we are running out of time. We need to make some more significant headway on this, and while our good friend Mr. Gianni may come back to us with another lead, I suppose it comes to us to decide what we should do in the meanwhile. I don't think that sitting and waiting for Mr. Goomba is a great plan, but it is a good backup.
Agreed. What do you propose, Bo?
Well, we now have two enemies, it appears. We have the situation with Sage that is all too well within our memories, and the earlier events of this evening that, just total doom of the entire universe. So I suppose we need to look at countering out both of those. I suppose that this woman's presence and the story that I shared earlier about my would-be sire proclaims that the Sabbat are indeed present. So my question would be is why does the prince deny it so publicly? Why not rally the troops to squash the Sabbat rather than to let them exist in his own backyard?
You
That's a
think-
And
good
if
question.
Sage's doppelganger is a member of the Camarilla, or if it is a member of the Sabbat, we have no inclination one or the other. But I would think that if it were within the Camarilla, we would have discovered something along these lines. There would be someone talking about something. I fathom Lucille would have shared with something if there were more tendrils to be found within the Camarilla. But sadly, I think that only outside the bounds of the prince's territory are where we have remaining to search.
You know what, Bo? You might be onto something because I remember that guy, the Nosferatu Beelzebub. I forget his name. He was like something beetle, something. Actually, you know what? I have a perfect memory.
Bitegeist.
Bitegeist. Hey,
Beetle
remember
something.
Bitegeist?
Beetle Bob.
And when he came back to me and he told me about my sire, he said that the prince already knew. He said that his right hand, the other person that I remember their name perfectly, already knew. And so I think the prince knows who the doppelganger is. He has to. And maybe it's like a test for us. So maybe Sage, maybe that's what we have to lean on. Maybe the answer is in the Camarilla.
But
And
how
then I
do we?
wonder to our second problem if the prince is as all knowing as he claims to be, and seeing how real and present this new threat is, the reason for the prince to be burying this can only mean to me that he is party to the actions.
Yeah. Jeez.
Now, are you implying that this is a test set up by the Prince for Sage? Like sort of an examination of sorts? Because I think that Mr. Diesel might be pretty upset with some sort of testing like that. Then again, he is Anarch.
They had the right to kill us right from the get-go. They didn't. Because they were watching us. First the Anarchs, then the Camarilla, then of course the Giovanni. But you know what? I think it's because they're watching us. I think they know. And they're seeing how we act. That's my thought. That's my theory. And that's what I'm saying. You know what? If you got a bloodline that's connected to the Sabbat, and they are the sword of Cain, I'm saying, if that's the enemy of our enemy, then maybe they are a friend. But I think Sage and me, because I don't want to let you out of my sight, Sage. I think we got to play into the. I think we got to go talk to the prince, and just sort of.
Talk to the prince when. I wonder if that's just going to be a death wish. There you go.
I think we're being proactive.
What is there to talk
We gotta
about?
show that we were useful.
You've seen how they deal with Masquerade breaches. If there's a leak of information they don't like, they're going to kill us.
But they want to make sure that we are actually on board. Are we on their side, or are we working against them?
Didn't you hear
Because
what
we're the
the other,
connection.
what that person, the other thing said? We tell anyone we're dead, because I don't want any of it.
But then regardless, according to the fucking old bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dead sooner.
Sorry for my
I feel
French
like-
there.
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
We have to explore
Sick
every
of being
venue.
played.
Yeah, it's been like that for the
Yeah,
entire
those-
time. But what do you think will happen when a pawn just walks up to, well, I guess the king, and then just says, "Hey, I know you're stringing me along. What's up?" Could get knocked out.
So we're not gonna do that.
We are not worth enough for them to go
No,
to
but-
them and.
We can prove it. I mean, like, heck, we know that, okay, the body died in Anarch territory, right? So we know that perhaps the next target is going to be the Camarilla territory. That's ultimately what the evidence was pointing towards. And we could be wrong, but it's their only shot. And so we want to be hanging around there just in case. Because if they strike and we're not there, I'm telling you, like, there's no reason why they would not kill us. There's a reason why we're still alive, and it's because they probably know something, but they don't know everything. And we're not saying tell them everything.
Say that
I'm
again,
just saying,
Vega. What you just said, repeat it.
with my idyllic memory, I repeat it word for word.
They know something
We hear him
different.
say, "There's probably a reason we're still alive."
That's exactly what I said.
They know something,
That
but they
is
don't know
an
everything.
exceptional point, Mr. De Leon. Because from the moment we were spawned, at least to our understanding, it seems as though our existence has been a charity that we have to in turn pay back through our services. However, if we are so insignificant to them, then why go through all of this trouble to even conduct said investigation? There is perhaps more to ourselves than we realize. And even if this ancient being that whatever earlier was, it seemed like one of your hallucinations, Vega, if that's what you've been dealing with, then I am impressed. Nevertheless, all these things seem to be circling around us. I have to wonder, are we perhaps more indispensable in this world than we give ourselves credit for?
I could have died last Sunday.
But you did
Plus-
not.
You didn't.
Because other people stood up for me.
We could have died when we were first found in that warehouse. But we were spared.
Telling ya.
Hmm.
They're watching what we do. If we didn't stand up for you, maybe a different story. But we did. But perhaps they already had a plan in place to test you. I don't trust anybody except you guys. That's why I'm telling you everything. I'm coming clean. The Beelzebub guy, Bite Geist, he said that the prince right hand knew. They talked. They saw him talking to the guy. They saw him talking to a guy similar to my sire. And the thing is that if that happened, they know who each of your sires are.
How are we going to investigate that? Walk up to the prince and demand things?
No,
That'd get our heads on the
I'm just
floor.
saying, no. I'm
Furthermore, if
saying-
he
I'm
is
saying-
aware that my sire seems to be, as he claims, a member of the Sabbat, then it is even more curious why they would allow me to live.
And why he's denying the Sabbat. Because we know the truth.
I do think we should look into this. I'm just wondering how to do it in a way that keeps us alive and me alive by the end of Sunday.
Ideally. What crazy idea. Do you guys still have your cards?
Yeah.
The shirt pocket.
It's out, card.
Pull out your cards.
And the crazy lady gave each of us these cards.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just gonna lay mine down on like a surface. See if like they make a connection of some sort with the other cards.
Lay the cards down, and at this point, you guys realize all the cards are blank.
Ooh.
They're blank, empty tarot cards.
Didn't it have the tower?
I
Sage is
saw
looking at
chariot and I saw tower.
What the fuck?
It's
Wait.
this point you kind of have this odd dissonance of memories. Of seeing something that was there and wasn't there at the same time. You realize the cards have always been blank.
What did that mean? Have our memories been manipulated?
It's this. Listen, you've seen what she can do with the grass. That's what my sire could do. Create a whole world. And it's making a card. I see a card. That's child's play.
I don't want to think about this, but I do have to ask it. How much do we know that's real? This is just one small thing. There could be more.
True.
Ugh.
Wait a minute. Yeah, is there like a check? And Vega wants to do like an illusion check.
Again, this isn't an illusion. This is simply that was or no longer is.
Mhm.
As far as you can tell, this is not chemistry. You don't know what causes this.
Oh,
You
what the
can't know
this
what
is
is
an-
real and what is fake. Because it could be anything.
I think I do want to see if I can find more information from Vandal, and then see if we can find anything from the Camarilla. Maybe we can talk to the sheriff. Because if there's probably murders and stuff, I think that'd be within her
think we just
jurisdiction.
Gotta let her. Yeah, we let her know like, hey, we suspect the next murder is gonna be in this area.
And I think that should be a good move. Maybe tell
Well, and I think
Vandal about this area too. Because I don't think Lucas was meant to be murdered in a way that was visible. I don't think the murder in the Anak territory has happened yet, because otherwise, why would they move their body all the way back to the apartment? Actually, was the apartment in Anak territory? Because we went.
No, it was
Do we
just
know?
outside of it.
Yeah. They moved it to just outside of it, so I still think we still have those two areas to check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as for our other issue, it sounds as though things are in motion. And I do not feel as though we can go to the prince or any of the kami for that reason with word of it.
We can at least
As
warn
much
them
as it
about the
pains me to
doppelganger.
say, indeed, yes, for that avenue we shall certainly. But for the issue of the impending doom of the world, I suppose we need to bring it to someone's attention. And as much as I despise to say it, it appears that my sire is, at least proclaims to be, someone who's working for that very purpose.
What are you thinking, Bull?
Well, I have no expressed interest in. I worry about just what even the association with said groups could do to a system that functions so much upon hierarchy and agreement. Nevertheless, I feel it is most necessary that I at least try to contact him, maybe arrange a meeting if possible. See if I can learn a little bit more about this Crusader business. I would very much not like to be solo in this accompaniment. I'm not the most physically capable.
I'll go see. I'll go with you. See about this
Yeah.
sire of yours. Who knows? He might be have some insight on my own sire, and yeah.
Wow.
What day is it right now? Like compared to Sunday?
It's
I guess how much time
Wednesday.
approximately do we have left? Okay.
got like 4 days.
I would want to go with you guys, but I think if I go, Cass would kill me.
I think
already
that's
made a
still on the
promise
list
to
for her.
protect. Yeah, but she did. Here, let's be honest. When I asked her, I said, "Hey, what should I do?" She said, "Oh, whatever you choose is the right choice." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah, I don't think that's usually how you should do those things.
women aren't, women are very upfront though, right? Like they don't let you think different.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know if I want to touch on that
Yeah,
thing.
right. But anyways, I made a promise to Sage. Sage, I can't leave your side. That's what I said. So, anyways, I'm gonna live up to that word. So, just don't get killed, you guys.
Well,
Make
what
sure
in
if
this
you
world
need
that
help-
out.
kick heads off? Nah, we'll be fine.
Just email me if you are in trouble, and then we'll go find you.
We don't use email.
I don't have. All I have is this really nice Rolex, and I don't think it works that way.
Damn it. Only had the technology where you can have a computer in your hand to send an email.
Stop saying crazy
Son of-
stuff, man.
All right, fine.
Means we're really splitting up, huh? Okay.
We'll end up together, anyways, right? We're the cracker rotisserie.
Yeah, you're right. Real cracker rotisserie.
We'll be fine. Most likely. Or we end up in Little Italy, behind some greasy head's walls, as ghosts.
Damn it.
Okay.
When are you guys thinking of going? Tonight? Tomorrow night? One last night?
I suppose it would be best to establish a meeting first, and we'll just figure it out from there.
We'll probably have to head out. Sage.
Yeah. Well, we're at the
Time.
sanctuary, so talk to Vandal first. What time is it?
Vega's gonna
actually?
walk to
Getting
Bo
late.
and walk to.
Getting early, right?
Time to sleep.
You got like maybe a couple hours.
Oh, can talk to Vandal then. That's pretty close. It's right out there.
Yeah. Vega's gonna put his hands on your shoulders. I don't know what to say. But I know those guys are bad news, and just be careful.
All I have to do is run faster than Bo. And I can.
I know.
Yes, I was not known for my limbiness. I'm sure that we will be fine. Seems they have a vested interest in us as well. Don't forget that. I
Well,
guess I'm also getting in line to talk to Vandal.
All right.
That's it.
That can be done.
I'll be chilling.
If you two are going to talk to Vandal, then Carlos, hey, I want to see if I can ghoul Cyclone. You know how Sage ghouled Dave?
I wasn't there for
Oh, well, anyway, Sage ghouled Dave. You know that.
that. Yeah, I know that. So you're gonna try it with a bird?
Yeah, because I think Gianni was saying something like, you didn't know that? remember we talked about it, and Jenny said something about. Anyways, I want to try
think
it.
with that, as the group splits once more to do some respective testing and conversation, we're going to call the session here. And next week, we will return with half the cast, visiting our dear neighbors in the Sword of Cain. We shall have to see how that will go next week. Just so it's there. But yes, with that, we're gonna quickly do some outros. We ran a little later than usual, but yeah, we're gonna do some outros. We're gonna start off this week with Rain. Cleansing Rain, tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hey, everybody. Cleansing Rain, playing Beauregard Thibodeau LaFontaine III. You can find me on almost all platforms at Cleansing Rain, except on X, aka Twitter, where there's an underscore in between the cleansing and the rain, although I haven't posted on it for a while, so maybe don't even look me up there. Hey, had a blast being here, just like I do every Thursday. Switching to this bi-weekly rotation will be fun because I'm very invested in the other half side of the story, so it'll be fun to be able to watch one and then play another. Looking forward to that. That's going to be neat.
Very nice. With that, up next, Emiko, tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hello, I'm Emiko, and I just played Sage and got to punch Vega's head off this time. I only seem to succeed in punching really epically when it's my teammates. Yeah. I only am like online on this game. I run some other private games, but they're private games. Yeah, this is where you can find me every AEST, so Australian Standard Time, Friday. Yeah.
All right, very nice. Up next, Tone, tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tone, and I'm playing Vega de Leon. Of course, Thursday night, Orphaned Blood. Holy moly. Team Sabat. Team Camaria. Oh my gosh. You can find me on Monday nights, Mortal Rolls, where the gods have fallen, and we witness the fallen gods live out their mortal roles. Third season, The Unraveling. It's been amazing. Actually, a friend of the channel here was a guest star, Emily. It was really fun. And of course, Tuesday in April, Pendragon with Ticking Time Bob, where I get to play twins, which is super fun. It'd be fun to start that up again. It's amazing. It's an amazing system and an amazing channel. Also, Crick Crafters, where I get to play with Mark, TheCatsMeow, as we venture out as the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, and we are going through an adventure fighting against Titans. It's pretty incredible and epic. And big shout out to Crick Crafters, because this Friday, tomorrow, is going to be a huge, actually we're undertaking a big project, a fun project, Starlight Revelries. This is the Star Guardians. You might recognize that name from League of Legends. It's their version of Sailor Moon, and we're doing a 5 episode series where Crick Crafters and myself co-DM a fantastic cast who are playing Star Guardians as we walk them through an adventure. It's going to be absolutely epic and fantastic, and we hope that you join us there. And I think with that, Thursday night's Orphaned Blood.
Wonderful. With that, up next, Yampa, tell lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
What is up, guys? Yampa playing Carlos Bias. Love these guys. Love this session. As always, Thursdays you can catch me here. Fridays, whenever we get back into it, you'll catch me over at the Ticking Time Bob channel. But other than that, yeah. What's the worst that can happen? We just joined us about and conquer the world.
What's the worst that could happen? With that, up next, last but absolutely not least, Commodore Zed, tell the lovely people who you are and where they can find you.
Outer Zed, I've been playing the Bad Idea Bear Gianni Pudinesca this evening. You can find me on my channel, Commodore Zed, where I am wrapping up Candle in the Meat Hall in Weird Wessex, and we'll soon be premiering Capital District After Dark and Rage Over the Hudson, a Vampire the Masquerade, and a Werewolf the Apocalypse actual play. You can also catch me on Drew's game. I'm not sure where that's going to be, but it's Savannah by Night and Cyber Bros Super Cyber Station's Fallout game. And of course, here at go ahead.
Oh, I believe both are going to be on Super Cyber Station.
Fantastic, excellent. And you can find me here playing Orphaned Blood as long as they'll have me.
Absolutely. You will be, well, our dear Gianni will be making his face known during the Camarilla part of this game, where he'll get to meet for the first time the other tutors of our dear Orphaned Blood group. But until then, I have been Mark, aka TheCatsMeow. I hope you've had fun here and enjoyed yourself through this tale of twisted darkness and blood. You can also find me over at Taking Time Bob Gaming, where we are normally live every Sunday night. We are live with Pendragon, the Pendragon Chronicle, where we are making our way through currently the Boy King era. So join us for knights and loyalties and oaths and all kinds of fun stuff like that. You can also find me over at the Crit Crafters, as said before, where we do Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. We were not on this week, but I'm pretty sure we will be back next week. Maybe. We shall see. But yeah, go check it out. I think I shouted them out earlier in the night. But yes. What else? Any other shoutouts people would like to do?
Just another shout out to this great cast. I love you guys. And Commodore Zed bringing life to, oh man, Gianni's just the best.
I'm glad you like him.
Hey,
He's morally gray.
He's
morally gray.
The best.
Very nice. Any other shoutouts people want to do? It would seem not. I got a bunch more shoutouts to go through before things are up. But to kind of give you an idea of how things are going to be going, we are going to be splitting this into two groups. This next episode will be the Sabbat group, where they get to introduce themselves to a bunch of Sabbat. And then the week after that, we will begin the Camarilla group, and then we will switch out periodically until both stories are complete. And then we'll come together for what is going to be probably the finale and culmination of this series so far. So with that, we hope you've had fun. We'll hope you'll continue to join us. And we will probably see you all next week. Stick around because we're going to raid out. I got a bunch more shoutouts I got to get through. Ooh. That was the video that we're currently doing. Yeah. Let me get this. There we go. With that, we're gonna head to the outro screen. We will be raiding out, so do stick around. We're gonna go share the love. Oh, also, a reminder. We are still raising money for our dear Ree, who is currently recovering from a surgery. And the GoFundMe link should still be here. Someone could probably post it again if they're able to. Or I'll do it myself. But yes, go help out. Every little bit helps. Ree is a fantastic artist, a fantastic friend. Check out her stuff. She's over on the Mortal Worlds as well. And also will be in the Starlight Guardians stream, I believe. So go check out all that stuff. We're gonna... Oh, hold on. Okay, the bot was like, no. Let me post this.
Uh, uh, uh.
There we go. Yeah, so we'll see you all next week. Until then, we'll see you around. Bye.